All right, so I got Dave Wilson from Master Flip with me today. Congratulations on your show on the W Network, and now I heard you just got picked up with HGTV too.
We did. We did. The release date hasn't been released yet, but yeah, it's picked up and it's coming out. It's also in Australia,
Yeah,
which
I
is
saw
great.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So I have a few questions for you. Being in the same business that you are, if there was something you could change about your journey, what would you do differently?
I would have started it 20 years earlier.
Okay.
No, I don't think I would do anything different. Getting into real estate is an evolution, and I started very inexperienced, and my plan was very small, to buy one rental property a year for 10 years, and then hopefully they're all paid off and retire and flip the ones that I could, pay the ones off I could, and then it just blossomed into what it is today. Multiple houses at the same time, TV show. So I don't know if I'd change anything because I don't know where I would start.
Okay.
You know?
Who have been some of your mentors that helped you grow as a person and your business? Have you?
This is going to sound a little cheesy, but my wife has been the main inspiration for me. She's the push. She's the push in everything in a relationship. But with house flipping, she's the one that will say, if we can do 2 houses, why can't we do 4? Then we did 4, why can't we do 6? And it inspired me to actually think of what kind of systems I could put in place to actually do that many houses. And so it's grown our business, which in turn has grown our family and allowed us to do some really fun stuff. My father as well was in real estate in Ottawa, and at the time I was too naive to understand what he was doing, but he owned a few 6-unit apartment buildings.
Okay.
And was a landlord, had a couple of houses, and so I did maintenance with him, and I kind of cut my teeth on learning how to do stuff, which in turn helped me when I was starting to flip houses.
Nice, nice. So when you talk about system, like how did you guys develop and implement your systems? Was there any specific formula you guys use, or was it the result of trial and error with your contractors when you first started?
Trial and error. We had a plan, but it's very hard to get a contractor to follow the plan you're on. So we went through several before we actually clicked with the ones we have now.
So is Chase your main contractor that we see on TV?
Chance,
Chance,
yeah, everyone calls him Chase.
Yeah.
We took a chance on Chance.
Okay.
And he did a great job the first season, but his business has now evolved where he's building homes, and it's not working with our timelines, so we have a new contractor this new season coming up.
Okay.
So.
Good. So we're both agreed that having quality people on your team is key to any success venture and developing your team. How did you choose between hiring a full-time expert or versus trading somebody in-house?
Hiring, there's so many different ways to answer that. For us, when you hire someone in-house, the taxes, the liability for having that person is very different than contracting everything out. And usually, I don't have time to train someone on how to deal with mold remediation or termite damage. So hiring a company and partnering with the right people, that's all they do, that's their business, they know what to do, they have their own insurance, it saves a lot of money in the long run for us.
Okay. So coming from the music industry to house flipping, like, is there any way that you learn something from the music industry that you relate back to the current business you're in today?
Absolutely. I find them very, very parallel universes. To succeed in the music industry, you need the right people around you. You have to know what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are. And if you don't stay humble and admit when you're wrong and try to correct it, you could fail. And it's no different than in-house flipping and renovating. If you're okay at doing tile, don't do tile. If you're good at doing floors, don't even do the floors. Get someone who's great at it. And there's a creative element to all of it. So when I look at a house, it's creative to me. So that's what I took from the music industry. I could write a song and then try to see if I could get that song placed and it generate money and a life out there in the world of music. With a house, you still have to paint, you still have to move walls, make it look different, and the evolution of that hopefully will make you money in the end.
And one last question, what made you go from house flipping? Like, is that your only strategy now, or you guys are still doing a little bit of rental market? Are you?
We do. We have, we've slowed down on our rental portfolio, but we have 16 houses that we rent, and 3 are vacation rentals, and then the rest is just all house flipping.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I appreciate
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
That was awesome. Thanks.
Sweet.